My vision for this clinic is that we will be seen as a beacon in the community, one that first meets patients' physical needs, and then over time their emotional and spiritual needs are addressed as well. It's a place that is known for the love and respect that is extended to every person, and for the quality health care that is provided to each patient.
The patients that come into PSCC have to make hard decisions on a daily basis, and one of the toughest decisions I think that they have to make, and after speaking to these patients on the phone and getting to know them, is they have to make the decision: do I pay rent or do I get my teeth fixed? Do I let my kid go to basketball camp or do I get a crown? These are tough decisions, and most of the time they'll choose their family or they'll choose rent. And what ends up happening is when the infection gets really bad, they go to their emergency room. And the emergency room puts them on antibiotics, says, okay, go back to your dentist and get that taken care of, because the emergency room is not going to pull teeth for you.
When patients come to our clinics, they receive medical and dental care and the counseling and the support that they so desperately need. They experience the love of Christ and they find hope. Often, God uses this clinic to change lives and the health of our community.
What I've seen in our clients and patients is that they get excited about not seeing themselves as a problem, but seeing themselves in an environment of care and healing to where they can acknowledge parts of themselves that may need work.
We began in 2003, and every year from the time we began through about 2008, 2009, we saw an increase in the number of patients coming to the clinic. So by the time we got to 2009, we were close to full capacity, and we reached a point where we needed to discern God's direction. Should we stay a small, fixed-site clinic just serving a few people in our community, or would God lead us to expand and reach out into the broader community?
About 3 years ago, the clinic had the opportunity to consider a transition from the fixed site to the mobile site, and we were offered a matching grant of $100,000 if we could raise $100,000 to pay for a mobile van. Now, as we priced the vans out during that time, they were running about $200,000 to $400,000, and so we went on a campaign to raise that money. And God provided that, $200,000, just about the time that we were offered a beautiful van with a clinic that was shutting down for $25,000. Needed a few $1,000s in upgrades, and we had our van. Again, God providing incredibly as we had that extra money left over to develop that ministry to the rest of the community.
When I think about the mobile clinic coming onto the east side, offering a baseline of health care to people who otherwise had it out of reach, I recognize that it doesn't simply change a life in some cases, but actually save a life because of some undetected problem that possibly could have become a catastrophic situation had there not been that thorough attention that was given in a physical exam and necessary testing to diagnose and then work towards special treatment.
I think there are multiple ways that the partnership is having a huge impact. More than 500 people have been cared for in South Snohomish County, primarily low-income families. A lot of medical issues have been dealt with, helping people avoid emergency rooms and get the medical care that they need. I think another benefit to the partnership is one of bringing multiple groups and organizations together. The partnership Puget Sound Christian Clinic has with the Edmonds United Methodist Church is just a fabulous partnership. So I think we're going to see a lot of organizations partnering more with the Puget Sound Christian Clinic because of the partnership that we have.
So many patients whose lives have changed, so many volunteers who just came to love patients and serve God and found that the life that changed was their own.